Today, we are going to teach you the easiest way to score on FIFA 22 so far, taking a look at timed finishing. Let's roll into it.
Ball forward. Let's fly here. And a long way out here.
What's good then, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back into another video here on our channel. I'm the FIFA Analyst, and yes, today we are looking at timed finishing. What is timed finishing? First of all, you may have heard me been speaking about it over the last few videos. Today we're bringing you that full in-depth tutorial. It is essentially a way to ensure that you are giving yourself a much more viable chance of putting the ball in the back of the net. So before I show you how to do it, let me just explain the steps first of all, and what can happen when you get it wrong, when you get it right. You're going to be seeing some examples on screen now of time finishing and its crazy effectiveness. First of all, timed finishing on FIFA 19, when it was introduced, understand this, it had a window of 1 to 8. That was like the frames window that you had to execute it. This meant that it was very easy to execute. On FIFA 20 and 21, they changed that window to 1 to 3, which made it harder. It wasn't worth the risk. On FIFA 22, it's now been changed to 1 to 6, so it's a little bit easier to pull off. What is time finishing? You press the shoot button. So you press circle or you press B on Xbox. You then press the shoot button again as your player pulls his leg back and is about to strike the ball. That is the timing element, right? So it all depends on how quick your player pulls that leg back, or how quick he pulls his head back, or the volley. There's different animations for players. There's different animations for angles. That is the hardest part about time finishing. That's what makes it a skill in itself. The easiest way to pull it off, due to the cleanness and repetitiveness of the animation, is the finesse shot, where you hold the R1 RB button, and I'm going to go and show you the buttons and actually how to do it in just a second. So essentially, when you press that shoot button again, if you nail the time finishing, you will see a green icon above your player's head. That means you've nailed it. It has now got the best chance to have best power, best accuracy, and hopefully put the ball in the back of the net. If you are a little bit too early, you will have orange. An orange icon means it's probably a bit better than a normal shot where you just press the shoot button, but it certainly isn't as good as a green. It's so-so. Sometimes it'll miss, sometimes it won't have as much power, a little bit of a hit and miss sort of shot. When you red time it, when you have that red icon, it means that was terrible. It's going to have no chance of going in. Your player scuffs the shot. Think of Bobby Zamora putting it into row Z. It's not a good shot. If it's a white icon, that means that it was too late. This means that when you press the shoot button again, you did it too late, that it had no impact on the shot. So for future practices with time finishing, you need to press that shoot button a little bit earlier to get that time finishing correct. That's how it works. That's what it does. That's the, the theory, the hypothesis behind it. The easiest way to learn it, once I show you how to do it on your controller in a minute, is practice, practice, practice. You need to get used to different players, different animations, different speed. Go into kickoff and have a go if you want. Go where you please, and you will kind of pick it up gradually over time. Let's go ahead though, and let's go and take a look at how to do it in a game scenario by showing you on the controller. Ladies, gentlemen, just a quick one. Say if you're enjoying the video, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We stream over on Twitch, twitch.tv/FIFA Analyst. A link in the description for that. Come on over, say hello there, and let's get back to the video. So for the purpose of the video, I'm just in a kickoff match just to show you how it works. So we've got the controller in the bottom left and the controller in the top right, whichever one suits. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you how the time finishing happens. So you're going to press the circle button, or B on Xbox, to shoot the ball, obviously. And as I said, you're going to press that B button again. I'm also going to hold R1 to do a finesse here, because as I said, that tends to be the little bit easier. So let's give it to Messi, R1, and then circle again, and bang, that's a green time. You saw the green icon, and that flies into the back of the net. This is going to be best with someone that has the finesse shot trait, preferably good long shots, good finishing, and high curve as well if you can. However, when you time finish it, so you do this time finishing, doesn't really matter as much. You know, I've been banging these in with Saint Maximin. Players that have the long shot trait have definitely been, you know, a lot more viable with this. But one thing that you're going to find with FIFA 22 at the minute is it's very hard to get past someone inside the box, the dribbling and the skill moves. So doing this is a little bit easier. So you're just looking to get into this sort of area, find someone that you're happy with. Let's go Verratti here. So we'll shift it onto his right foot, R1, and then circle again. See, that one I timed too late. I didn't get anything from that. So you saw there. Let me deliberately show you as well how a timed finish is going to look if you do it too quick. Let me do one from here, and I'll try and see if I can time it and just see how that is. That's a very good shot from that angle from Messi as well. But let's go ahead and do one where it's terrible. So we're going to purposely red time it, all right? So I'm going to go too quick. And you can see that he absolutely scuffs it. That's me pressing circle and circle again way too quick. It all comes down to the timing and the animation. And as I said, I can't emphasize enough how much practice makes, because when you get in on goal, and say if you're going to use this inside the box, if you want to, you're more than welcome to. It just gives you a higher chance of scoring. You get into here, you can also do it with the power shot. So there, it was white. That was too late. That's where practice makes perfect for me. You know, Neymar, he pulled that leg back a little bit quicker than maybe what I was anticipating. The finesse shots you have a little bit more time with as a whole, and that's a really weird save from Lloris. The finesse shots you have a little bit more time with as a whole, but the power shots, obviously, because they pull the leg back a little bit quicker, can choose, you know, seem to be a little bit more difficult. Go Verratti, and we'll press that circle button again, and that's a red one. So that one's too slow. So I'm giving you a good example of how they can be difficult originally to get with. Once you get into the flow of it and you start to really nail it, how I'd recommend to practice this is to do what I'm doing here. Use different players, because you're going to see the different sort of speeds that they have when doing these shots. And Neymar here, and a bang, circle. That one was too late. You can just see how each shot has a different speed and animation. I'm giving you a really good example of how they can be too early. So I'm going to go Verratti, circle, circle again, bang, and that's a good shot on his weak foot. But as I said, you saw the examples at the start of the video. They are absolutely insane. Even finesse shots from that position there, from where the 18-yard box has that, you know, kind of right angle in it, you can find them to be very, very effective. First time finesse shots with the time finishing don't work as much like they did on FIFA 19, so that's a question that people are asking already. But these sort of ones from this sort of area are very, very strong. Now, when it comes to headers are a little bit different. Same for volleys. They can be quite difficult to get right. I've nailed a few, but I haven't noticed. So like that there, that's so hard to get right because the ball was up in the air for absolutely ages. They are really difficult. So that one was an orange one. So that one meant that I did time it, but it was just slightly a little bit too early. But you can see that it still had a fairly decent shot on that. Let's try and get one more example then, just to show you for everyone in the room, just in case. Messi on this left foot. Let's bring it out to here. Oh, by the way, 25-30 yards is kind of what you're looking for. About this sort of area at most. If you can get it into that area, that's a white finesse. Messi still bangs it in. As I said, the finesse shot trait really does help with that. 25-30 yards is kind of your limit when it comes to doing these time finesses, all right, as a whole from what I've seen. Now, one thing I haven't tried too much of is 35 yards. I haven't really tried them from this sort of area, about this sort of area. That's something that I haven't done, as I red time that one. I haven't really tested them, so leave that one with me and I will come back on that. We'll go Messi here. Bang, green. Just get that blocked. You can use it as well, as I said, in those sort of areas in there. Again, I timed that one too late, but you can see the different animations. I'm not doing a good example. You will have to excuse me. I've been up a long time today. I've had a busy day, so maybe that's the reason why. But you're still getting the idea and kind of showing you how it works and how to use it, all right? So have a practice with it. Try and have a go in your lockout. Don't stress about it too much. If you're very new to the game, you just know that finesse shots outside are still really good, like that one. So that's a normal finesse shot on Verratti's weak foot, and that was still a very, very good finesse shot. Messi would just line that up on there, and I red time it again just to settle the... I've done a perfect example of showing you this here in the video, haven't I? But you get the point anyway. So go ahead, have a go with them. Let me know how you get on. And yeah, they are very strong at the minute. You might have seen the Twitter clip that I put out. This was something that I spotted in the beta, which EA never changed anything with, essentially, and it's still carried on into the full game, which is interesting. So there you have it then, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have a go with it, practice with it, try and get it into your locker because you will reap the benefits from it come the first weekend league. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.